Taco Cabana Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm.
You are looking live at Rutledge Stadium, Converse, Texas, near the end of the regular season. Tonight, a big 13-5A Division I battle because it has playoff implications for the Wagner Thunderbirds. It's the Champion Chargers against Wagner here on Thursday Night Lights. Good evening, everybody. Don Harris with you, along with my broadcast partner, Chuck McAtinnick. Boo! Gosh, it didn't work. Happy Halloween, and we're getting ready for a really good football game here tonight. These are two programs that have been very good in recent years, playoff powerhouses, champions out of the playoff picture, but Chuck, they've got a lot to play for their future, and they can play spoiler tonight for the T-Birds.
They really can. Happy Halloween to everybody, and shout out to Chris Kotfus for that open. I feel almost guilty that we didn't dress up, although we're going to win some awards for authenticity for dressing up as two 60-year-old guys that are
not yet
on top.
Not
right?
yet for me.
Okay,
not yet. I got a few months.
But yeah, Don, to your point, I mean, look at this league. It is absolutely stacked. Now, Boerne Champion isn't mathematically out of this thing yet, but they need a series of monumental things to happen in order for them to have a chance. But it is all right there in front of Wagner. They win their last two games, and they are in.
All right, let's talk about those Champion Chargers. They're led on offense. One of their star players, Brogan Dempsey, the wide receiver, is an electric player, and also he can kick.
Yeah, this is a guy, Don, that plays soccer on the side, but make no mistake about him, he's a football player too. Look at that, 28 catches for 712 yards. That's 25 yards a reception. This guy is an electric football player. Underclassmen, they believe he's a college player down the road, but Brogan Dempsey is a home run hitter for these young Champion Chargers.
Speaking of college players, Kevon Carter from Wagner. This guy looks the part, headed to Texas State, and he's got good size and good speed.
Not only does that, I mean, for me, it's really impressive that he's going to Texas State when he's had offers from Purdue. He had offers from Oklahoma State. Kevon Carter wants to stay close to home, but, I mean, when you can move like this guy and be a two-time state guy in track, I mean, this guy is the entire package. I'm really looking forward to seeing him unleash the fury tonight on Halloween.
All right, when we come back, we're nearing kickoff here at Rutledge Stadium. We'll have our national anthem. It's Boerne Champion and the Wagner Thunderbirds tonight on Thursday Night Lights.
Tonight's broadcast of Thursday Night Lights is sponsored by Taco Cabana, the Gomez Law Firm, Beluga Air, Central Med, Enroll SA, San Antonio Sports, Valero, San Antonio Zoo, County-Wide Service Company, Christus Children's, ACNowSA.com, Rhino Roofers, San Antonio Ready to Work, Moonlight Ballroom, Air and Plumbing Today, Living Way Church, San Antonio Metropolitan Health District, Premier Pros, IBEW, Vietnam Army Grunt Museum, and Monarch Trophy Studio.
And we are live, back ready for kickoff shortly here at Rutledge Stadium. For now, let's turn it over to our public address announcer, Milton Hope, for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Please rise for presentation of our colors. Presented by the Wagner JROTC National Rank Color Guard under the direction of retired Chief Warrant Officer 3 Michael Good. Cadets presenting the colors tonight: the United States Flag Color Guard Commander, Cadet Captain Zamariah Washington. Texas Flag carried by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Vicente Solis. United States Guard, Cadet Major Elizabeth Madrano. And the Texas Guard, Cadet Major Grace De La Fuentes. Please remain standing and remove your hats as the Wagner High School Choir pays tribute to our great nation with the presentation of our national anthem.
Coverage of tonight's national anthem is sponsored by the Vietnam Army Grunt Museum.
Once again, welcome back out to Rutledge Stadium for tonight's game between the Champion Chargers and your Wagner Thunderbirds. While you're here at the game tonight on both sides of Rutledge Stadium, great concession stands, food, snacks, and drinks. Anytime you want great food, great drinks, great service on our staff downstairs on both sides of Rutledge Stadium. Coin toss was won by the T-Birds earlier this evening. They were third in the second half. Champions will receive tonight to open the kickoff. Tonight's game being broadcast live on CWUSA. Call your family, call your friends, text them, send them an email, whatever you got. Let them know they can watch it live on CW35.com and for San Antonio Facebook, or Fox San Antonio Facebook, or live on CWUSA.
We are ready for kickoff here in Converse. The Wagner Thunderbirds will kick it off first. They won the toss and elected to defer. So we will see the Champion Chargers first. Brogan Dempsey, who we featured in our open, one of the guys back to receive this kick. And it will come from the foot of Damian Facundo, the senior. And we will be underway here shortly. Tonight's first half kickoff brought to you by Rhino Roofers. And here we go. Dempsey will handle at about the 7. Makes his way to the middle of the field, but Wagner doing a good job of stopping it right at about the 15-yard line. And the Champion Chargers will set up shop there. Boerne Champion under the direction of Coach Blaine Ellis. He was a 10-year defensive coordinator at Champion before taking over 2 years ago. And of course, Chuck, you know, they've had a lot of success there, 85-35 over the last 10 years, including that trip to the state semis in 2019.
Yeah, and we get a first look at the sophomore gunslinger, Julian Navarrete. It's going to be fun to watch this guy develop and play ball tonight.
Want to throw on first down, one-on-one coverage down there, and just missed his intended receiver, Brady Lampkin.
As we take a look at our keys to the game for these Champion Chargers, Don, they got issues like the Cowboys have had this year, running the ball and then stopping the run, and they want to be able to stop some explosives on the defensive side because Wagner's got some dudes. They've got some home run hitters, as we talked about on the onset, both sides of the ball.
And they're already a little bit behind the chains here. It'll be 3rd down and 10 after the incompletion. Good pressure there by Darrell Steen, the senior corner. Got him to jump. This might be a free play. Flag flies, and they'll blow it dead. See if this is... Looks like they're pointing towards the defense.
On the defense. 5-yard penalty. Down.
There's our lead official, Brock Pittman. Good to talk to Brock before this one. 5-yard penalty. Be 3rd down and 5 after that offsides call. Brock's been doing this a long time. One of the best.
It looked like Richard Davis made a play on the sideline down there, catching that pass out of bounds.
So the Chargers get a break, have an opportunity to convert this. 3rd and 5, Navarrete rolling left, and he's dropped. Coming up quickly like he was shot out of a cannon is Aaron Davis, the senior linebacker, the captain. Read it perfectly, and boy, did he have a burst.
He did. These guys on Wagner run a 3-3 stack, Don, on defense, and big play early on that side of the ball by the Wagners.
Loss of 9 on the play. So Champion will punt from their own end zone. Carter Thompson doing the kicking. It's a low kick, and it'll be fielded right at midfield, getting to the outside and cutting it up to about the 45-yard line. And that's where they'll start over with their, after the 41-yard punt, Darion Monday on the return. So now we get a look at senior quarterback Charles Mondy, his running back William Reynolds, and a host of receivers that he likes to throw to. Reynolds has 775 yards on the year and 2 touchdowns. And here's that offense. Pitching on first down. Swing it to the outside, getting the corner down the sideline to the 20. And pushed out of bounds. What speed there by this Wagner offense. That was Sonny Serrano. Sonny can fly.
They've got a bunch of guys that can run the football there, and 29 yards later, that's a huge explosive play for Wagner on their initial play from scrimmage.
It's the San Antonio Zoo first down inside the Central Med red zone, and Sonny comes in maybe to change that play. As you see where they line up Reynolds real tight there in the fullback position. He's got it. He's got the outside. He's got a touchdown. Wagner T-Birds. It's William Reynolds, and just like that, it's 6-0.
Well, we thought we were going to see William Reynolds carry the ball a lot tonight. I mean, this is a guy that has a 336-yard game already under his belt, and he did that against Victoria East on just 20 carries. This guy is a dude. That's two guys that have made big plays here to start up this ball game for this Wagner offense.
Facundo on to add the PAT. It is up, and it is good. And it's 7-0 Wagner. Champion will have it again when we come back. 10:42, and the T-Birds strike quickly to get this game going. Happy Halloween. It's 7-0 Wagner. The T-Birds score first. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Wilfred Brimley.
I'm sorry, what are you laughing about? What's the issue here?
Oh, it's Matt Burgundy.
Yeah, my name's Matt Burgundy. Ron Burgundy's my estranged father. Last time I saw him, he was putting mayo inside of a toaster. Not really sure what that was about, but what a beautiful stadium we have here, Don and Chuckster. We have a beautiful DW Rutledge Stadium. The Thunderbirds and the Chargers, the electricity between these two is just out of this world. Now, I was talking to Coach Starin before, and what a human being Mr. Starin is. People know him. He has many leather-bound books. His apartment smells of rich, rich mahogany. And he was telling me about this thick offensive line, almost as thick as my beautiful mustache here, and they're going to plow the roads for this team all day long, guys. Back to you.
Fantastic, Matt. Fantastic. That is some sort of mustache, is it not? Randy Beamer would be proud.
On a kicking tee. Ball will be placed at the 30-yard line. First down.
Matt Burgundy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do many people know that movie was not a comedy? It was a documentary?
The wheels really came off in the second one. But I really did enjoy Anchorman.
I thought the second one was pretty good. It had its moments.
It was okay, and then they got down to that seaside.
You didn't like Toby, the song?
No,
now I'm gonna have it
just
the rest of my
it completely
the
went
rest
off
of
the
the
rails. After the penalty, Bernie sets up shop on the 30. It's a San Antonio Zoo first down. That's Boerne Champion, not Bernie. And they hand it on first down, gain of about 2. And here's the offensive starters for the Chargers. Up front, they've got Walker Affelt and Jackson Palumbo. The Chargers led by a lot of young players, but they do have some veterans on that offensive line. Skill position guys are very young. There's one of them, just over the outstretched hands of Brogan Dempsey, the junior. We talked about him in the pregame. Kid can fly.
Don, they've had a couple of guys wide open on some of these deep balls. They just haven't been able to connect as we take a look at the Wagner defense, and it's all about 22 in the middle there, but they got some other guys. Azario Brooks, heck of a ball player. They got some dudes up and down this roster, especially on this side of the ball.
3rd down and 8 for the Chargers. They hand off right up the middle, and they're going to be stopped after a gain of about 2. And they'll run the punt team out, Will Blaine Ellis. You're looking at Brooks right there, number 9, just an incredible physical specimen, 6'2", 235, all-district defensive end. Last year, he's a 3-year letterman. Played a lot as a freshman. He's on the powerlifting team, which is a big deal here at Wagner. And it's 4th and 5. Carter Thompson kicks it away again, and that's a good one. Bounces inside the 15, and they'll down it at about the 17 after a Wagner bounce. The T-Birds only took about 3 plays to score last time after that 49-yard punt. We'll see their offense, their explosive offense, when we come back.
Game Time Weather is sponsored by Air and Plumbing Today.
It's a beautiful night for football. Our Air and Plumbing Today game time weather, 81 degrees. Clear, and the wind just about 10 miles an hour. It was a little breezier pre-kickoff, but it is just a gorgeous night for some Texas high school football.
A lot at stake. As we mentioned in the onset, for these Wagner T-Birds, they control their own destiny in a wild and woolly league that they're in. They're off to a good start here so far.
It's a San Antonio Zoo first down. They go right up the middle on first down, gain of about 3.
As we take a look at the Wagner keys to victory for this ball game tonight, they want to limit the explosives. We've already seen Boerne Champion's gotten a couple guys deep, just haven't been able to connect. And then they've got to really protect the football. That's key to this running game, and they need their depth to really come up and make some plays tonight. This team has been infinitely banged up, and they've done a really good job so far this year, hamming and egging it with guys that have been brought up from the JV. But it has been for necessity because Coach Staren's been doing this a long time, and boy, he's really had his hands full with the amount of guys that have gone down during the course of the season. And yet here they are with a chance to still punch their ticket if they run the table here.
It'll be 3rd down and 7. It's a offense that doesn't throw it a lot. We'll see what they do here. They're going to toss it. Rolling out, firing, and incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Good coverage back there by the defender from the Champion Chargers. Intended receiver was Jaden Tardy.
Yeah, we saw Jaden, speaking of injuries, before the game, twisted his ankle.
Yeah, non-contact, just warming up.
I'm sorry, that was Cash. Let me get my stuff straight here. Yeah, Jaden Tardy before the game, right in front of us, right? You were getting ready to interview Coach Staren over on News 4, and that's the kind of year it's been for these guys.
Good to see him playing.
Yes, sir.
Will punt it away, standing at his own 8. It's off a good kick. Take a Wagner roll inside the 35 all the way to the 32-yard line. Really nice kick, 54 yards. And Champion will have it down 7 when we come back.
Hello, football fans, and happy Halloween. We hope you're enjoying the game. The Gamas Law Firm is a proud sponsor of this game and proud to sponsor programs just like Thursday Night Lights. For the last 50 years, Mr. Gamas has dedicated himself and his career to giving back to San Antonio, to giving back to the community who has given him so much. Our firm has dedicated itself 100% to fighting for those who've been injured by the negligence of others. So if you've been injured, call Gamas Law Firm. Because the Gamas Law Firm not only fights, Gamas Law cares.
Our thanks to Gamas Law Firm for being the big sponsor here on TNL this year, along with Taco Cabana, first down handoff, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Wagner defense, Bowen up there, Trezvant Mason there to make the stop. It'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, guys on that second level doing a really good job so far, battling and stuffing the run as we got a home run.
That's been there before all night. This time it's complete and it's a touchdown. Brogan Dempsey. And just like that, the Chargers strike.
Brogan must have some serious wheels, dude. He has been wide open all night long. I mean, and this was a dime right here by Navarrete. Wow, what a play.
Why not go back to him, right? It was right there on the last drive. Just ran right back the defender, Damarian Curley. Just speed, speed, speed. No substitute for it. Flags fly here on the PAT, though. Brock Pittman sorting it out.
Offside on the defense.
Yeah, I hope they get to
Half
kick
the
it
distance.
again. I want to see
Retry.
Nathan Bell nuke another football. Man, he kicked that thing almost into the next zip code.
Looks like it was on Wagner, but it was pre-snap, so they will kick it again. Nathan Bell, all-district kicker last year, that's why. Spot is up, kick is good, and we are all knotted up at 7. Champion Chargers can't make the playoffs, but don't tell them that. They're here to play, they're here to win.
Big boy bomb has got this game square. 7-7 with 7:40 left to go in the first quarter, and a nice answer back after stalling out on that first drive, and just like that, we got ourselves a ball game here tonight at beautiful DW Rutledge Stadium. And we're back in 15 seconds.
Do you know a San Antonio teen in 7th to 12th grade looking for ways to get involved in the community? They can apply to be a Project Worth Teen Ambassador today. For more information, visit our website or call 210-207-8850.
So we've got ourselves a football game here. 7:40 to go here in the first quarter. And the Chargers answer quickly as well. And now it's on. Wagner again needs 2 wins to get into the playoffs and get that final spot in this district. And after jumping out to a quick 7-0 lead, the Chargers have come back to tie it up. Thought I saw a fair catch signal. He gave the signal, then ran with it. I think that's a penalty. No flag though. So this spotted at the 15.
See if Wagner can battle back here and answer back. Didn't take long for Champion to get this thing evened up.
It's a San Antonio Zoo first down as they run that flex bone. So fun to watch a triple option offense. They hand inside there. Short gain on the play. there's so many different things that you can do off of it.
That was going to be one of the keys to the game, right? Obviously, this Wagner team is going to run the ball and run the ball a lot. And Angel Garcia, captain on the wrestling team, right in there to stick his nose and help break that one up.
There's that tight formation. Pitch it to the outside. Big gain on the play, enough for a San Antonio Zoo first down. There's Hardy. Talking about him earlier, looked like he went down with an ankle injury pregame, and he might be limping on it a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to make a cut there, and his leg is just not 100%, as you see.
So went and saw the trainers after the little accident in pregame. I'm sure he got it retaped. William Reynolds lines up tight. They instead run the option, pitch it to the outside, and good job of wrangling him down. That's got to be a shoulder type arm injury. I did not like the way that looked. Can't blame the Boerne Champion defender for the way he went after the running back, but their arms got tangled up awkwardly.
Yeah, that did not look good, Don, at all. And even the Boerne guys are immediately taking a knee.
We'll step aside while they check on the young man. So they are walking off the young man from Wagner, Sonny Serrano. Looked like it was an arm or a shoulder, but he's limping off, so some sort of awkward leg injury and being helped off. But at least he's upright. That's good to see.
And he's one of their best athletes, obviously. What a great run that was, and just a football play over there on the sideline, and we sure hope that Sonny Serrano is going to be okay at the end of this. That just did not look good all the way around.
Just an awkward tackle, and just not what Coach Starren needs with so many injuries this year on the squad. Handoff inside, good enough for another San Antonio Zoo first down, and still on his feet. May have lost it on its own. Now they're giving forward progress. Across the marker, so it'll be another San Antonio Zoo first down for William Reynolds. Speaking of great running backs, guess who I ran into down at the concession stand tonight? The great Chris Pryor.
Very nice.
The Judson legend. One of the all-time, I believe he set the highest classification rushing record at the time back in 83. Mark Kusenberger may know. Back in those days, at the time, I think he ran for something like 3,000 yards in a season. Be second down and 7 for this Wagner squad. Charles Mondi is the senior quarterback. Runs it about as often as he throws it in this offense. Flex bone. Going to sling it out to the near side. And still on his feet, doing a great job of breaking the first tackle was Latrell Stevens-Jones.
Don't move the sticks.
Well, Stevens-Jones is a great story, Don. You talked about Charles Mondy. Charles Mondy tore his ACL in this champion game last year. They were out of quarterbacks. They lost quarterbacks on successive plays, and they put Luttrell in there as an emergency guy, and he held his own back there playing quarterback.
Great athlete. Inside handoff. And that's good for another 4 or 5. That's William Reynolds. Ran for almost 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns last year as a junior.
Yeah, and Reynolds is nicked up too and playing through some stuff right now. He's easily their best ball carrier, but man, I'll tell you, my hat is off to what this Wagner program has done this year to keep it all together somehow, some way.
2nd and 7. Show the option, but instead hand it inside, breaking tackles down the sideline, tiptoeing inside the 5, almost scoring is Reynolds. What a run to stay on his feet that entire time. Even after the contact came, he went another 15 yards.
Talented enough to play at the next level is what we're told, and boy, he sure has lived up to all the billing here tonight. Like he may have stepped out of bounds right there, but nonetheless, this guy's playing nicked up and having himself a ball game.
So it'll be 1st and goal. San Antonio Zoo first down from the 2. They line up tight. I believe that was a quarterback keeper with Mondi. So hard to tell when they line up in that bunch formation. I'll bring up 2nd and goal. We get inside of 3 minutes here. They make no bones about it. Their blocking schemes and their physicality, they're all about this kind of stuff. A little anxious there. That'll back them up 5.
Still now.
Coach Starren basing this offense off the Georgia Southern offense, makes trips there regularly to find out more about the wrinkles that can come out of it, how they train, the drills they do to run it. The quarterback will keep here, and Mondi's stoned right at about the 2-yard line. Great job that time by Boerne Champion. Right up front was number 42, Roman Flugans.
Boerne Champion running a lot of guys in and out of there. Roman, just a sophomore. That's a big man play right there, young fella.
So it's 3rd and goal after that long run by Reynolds. It looked like they would punch it in with no problem, but all of a sudden, the Charger defense standing up big. Reynolds lines up behind Mondi. It's a keep by Mondi. He's not going to get there. It'll be 4th and goal from the 2. And what do?
Tell you what, Boerne Champion is really doing a nice job. They've given up a couple of big plays on the run, but for the most part, they've done a fantastic job of having guys rally to the football. What a play on the back end there by Seth Wood, the junior defensive line.
All right, so they'll kick it from the 10. It'll be a 20-yarder for Facundo. Although Mondi is holding, if they have any trickeration up their sleeve. They'll kick it, pulled it to the left, but it's got through the left upright, and it is good. Wagner leads it 10-7. Great stand by that Champion defense down there on the 2-yard line. Let's go back down to Matt Burgundy.
Hey guys, Sonny Serrano was getting evaluated for a right knee injury. It was his right knee. They checked both of them. He is now getting ice. He will probably be out for the rest of this game.
Thank you, Matt. Something just feels odd with a serious story like a knee injury and Matt Burgundy delivering the news.
It's Halloween, man. Everything's on the table tonight. His Ricky Bobby today was elite as well.
Yeah, I think that's coming later. I'm in a glass case of emotion right now.
I still have that Toby song running through my head from Anchorman 2. I should have never brought it up.
So Wagner will get it back, or excuse me, Champion will get it back here after the kick. Back to receive is Brogan Dempsey, who has that touchdown, and Garland Whitehead. The ball goes out of bounds. Second time tonight we've had a kickoff go out of bounds, and so we'll have good field position again here for the Chargers.
Man, that looked like it had a chance to go out of the end zone there, but missed it by that much.
And don't forget, one of the bands here tonight will be featured on TNL this year. One of the ones that are featured this year will win that $5,000 band grant. It's all based on your vote. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit the CW35.com/station/contest. You got to be 18. You got to live in our viewing area. The $5,000 band grant sponsored by Christus Children. Julian Navarrete ready to go here. He's got a nice long touchdown pass to Brogan Dempsey on the last series. He'll move Zachary Garcia to the other side and then hand it to him, and Garcia's going nowhere. Right up front, the guy we've been talking about, Azario Brooks, the 3-year letterman, the captain, all academic. He's a power lifter, and I don't want to know what you call that move, but you weren't going to get out of that.
Yeah, had some help from his buddy, 44, but Zario getting some looks from A&M Kingsville, Southern Nazarene. Play some tight end, too, from what we've been told. I'm looking forward to that.
Second down and 12 here. Navarrete runs a little option of his own, keeps, got some room, breaks the tackle, and gets right near the stick, short of the 40, so it'll be 3rd and 1. But a nice run by the sophomore quarterback.
Trailing him down was Austin Navarro, the senior. Massive contact at the end of that play, huh?
Navarrete
pulling some beads out of his helmet.
I think he's out for a play. They're going to call a timeout, see if they can. Well, it's the end of the quarter. No timeout. They'll switch ends. Bernie will have 3rd and 1. We'll start the second quarter when we come back on Taco Cabana Thursday Night Lights. It is time for our San Antonio Ready to Work first quarter highlights. The Wagner Thunderbirds got on the board first. William Reynolds breaking it to the outside just like that. Quick drive to score, go up 7-0. Then the bomb. Brogan Dempsey with his speed down the sidelines, touchdown. Chargers, and we're all tied up at 7-7 going on to the second quarter.
I missed that dance the first time.
All right, so the quarter begins with a 3rd and 1 for Navarrete and company.
I think we got a backup coming in at quarterback, Don, number 9, Garland Whitehead.
Garland Whitehead. That's right. Navarrete went down on that last play. You said it was a tough contact. He'll keep run hard. Will Garland Whitehead, the junior. We'll see if Navarrete comes back in. It looks like he is. He's just maybe dinged a little bit. That was a tough hit that he took at the end of that run, but a good job there by Garland Whitehead in relief.
Yeah, he's had a nice job carrying the ball this year. Scored 5 touchdowns.
Navarrete wanted to throw. Now will. Going deep. Got.
Oh,
what a
goodness.
catch! Brogan Dempsey. Touchdown Chargers. What a catch! Did you see how he turned his hands?
Mercy. Yes, I did. I couldn't believe he was able to snatch that thing. Thought it was by him. Not tonight. Wow.
Brogan Dempsey just faster than anybody out here. We were told that this week, and sure enough, the Chargers with a chance to go up 14-10. Kick is on its way, and it is good. How about Boerne Champion out of the playoff picture with a lot to play for still, and they take the lead. Happy Halloween, everybody. Chris Kopfus and the crew doing a great job with the Halloween theme here, not to mention Matt Burgundy down there. Wagner will dance out there about the 20-yard line. Chuck, all-time favorite Halloween candy?
Well, I would say it's Milk Duds.
Can't go wrong with a good Milk Dud.
I can't do it anymore, though. It messes with my dentures.
Oh, he's like a crackle. You know, when you get
solid
the mini?
Yep. Stuff with a little rice in it.
Yeah. Like a good crackle. There's no candy in my house, though, this year. I'm kind of bummed.
I'm not going to repeat that story.
Once the kids... No. Our director, Brian Watts, asking me if we don't like the Werther's Originals. I do like a good butterscotch from time to time.
You're not worried about, though? I guess I got to get this off my chest.
What?
You know, when I was a kid, if somebody refused to have candy or had their lights turned off or anything, that opened that house up for Target, whether it was TPing or something else.
Something like that.
Perhaps.
Guys, Milk Duds, Crackle, and butterscotch? Is that what we're going with on this Halloween?
No. He asked me about Werther's. I mean, butterscotch isn't even in the top 20.
Okay, good. I was a little concerned.
They'll pitch it to the outside, and Wagner gets to about the 26. I'd say, I don't know, Matt, you're a different generation. I know you guys just get the plain, you guys go with the Reese's Pieces and the Kit Kats. But back in the day, we had original candies, right? We had the Fido Honey.
What about a nice old Baby Ruth?
Yep.
Love a good old Baby Ruth.
I like a Baby Ruth. Not as much as a
Still make
Crackle.
those?
I knew a baby
Last
named
time I
Ruth
saw
once.
Baby
She was a great young lass.
Third down and 4. Wagner hands inside. Boerne Champion saw it coming. They stone him right there at the line of scrimmage. Great job by the Chargers defense. Bowing up there, 27 in on the play. That's Alexander Sansone. And 99, Joshua Serber, the senior. And they force the T-Birds to punt it away.
Yeah, Alexander coming in there 27 to finish things off. After a lot of the heavy lifting was done, but well done, Chargers, stopping this run on this drive so far. Get a punt it away.
Also a very divisive topic, either candy corn or licorice. That one just causes all kinds of arguments. Good kick, good roll. Another long punt. And Wagner will have it at their 25 when we come back. Hey, welcome back. It's our Moonlight Ballroom and Conference Center Smile Cam. I met Isaac from Moonlight Ballroom today. He was over at the TV station. Great guy. He's very happy to sponsor TNL and give back to the kids. It's senior night here. You can see some of these young men with their parents and grandparents. Everybody very proud on senior night. Countywide Service Company first down. Navarrete going back to the air. They're trying to take advantage of this one-on-one coverage. And Chuck, that's basically what we've seen from Wagner. They're content with running straight up man. And it's cost them a couple of times with Brogan Dempsey. And right there they tried to hit it with Micah Middleton, but it was just overthrown.
Yeah, they've gotten their receivers past the last line of defense often tonight and hit on a couple of them.
Second down and 10. They hand off up the middle. Middle linebacker was right there, and it did not go anywhere. Austin Navarro there, along with Aaron Davis, who was the first man there to make the contact. Third down and 9 now, 8:42 to play in the first half. Navarrete going to the air, had his guy, Brogan Dempsey, and it looked like maybe a little confusion on the route.
Well, I think he did a really good job pushing, and of course Wagner now rolling another defender over there, but he just did a stop and they weren't able to connect, but they're giving him a lot of cushion, and as well they should after what he's done so far here tonight.
Carter Thompson will kick it away, and it'll be interesting to see who's back now after the injury earlier to Sonny Serrano.
Holy cow, he blocked it.
That was tipped. Going the other way.
Guess who?
Rosario Brooks with the recovery, but I think it was Kevon Carter who got there first.
Yep, everybody's All-American. Kevon Carter just bull rushing his guy. He was the only guy that was going after that blunk, but gang of one, look at that. Busts right through and comes up with a block.
Wagner with a fantastic flipping of the field here will have it in business inside the 15.
That's what you need, right? You're banged up. You got some really good football players, though, that came in here to make a statement about not only them as individual players, but to help the team, and about what you'd expect, right? Kevon Carter coming up with a play, and Rosario Brooks helping him out as well. That's a huge turn of event in this football game, especially with the way Boerne Champion's defense is all of a sudden stopping the run.
Yeah, two fantastic athletes making a play for the T-Birds. 8:25 to go here in the half, and we're back in 15 seconds.
Hey San Antonio teens! Are you looking for ways to share your voice, creativity, and ideas on ways to positively impact the community? Become a Project Worth Teen Ambassador. For more information, visit our website or call 210-207-8850.
All right, so the Wagner offense will take over right at the 14-yard line. Charles Mondi and company looking to go ahead in this back-and-forth affair. They line up in that flex bone for a countywide service company first down. They fake it to Reynolds and pitch it to the outside. And they'll take it up to about the 10-yard line. Jalen Tardy on the carry.
Ethan Jensen and company on the stop. Again, Champion doing a really good job reading their keys and making a play right there on defense again against this run.
Second down and 6 for Mondi, and just about every time Tardy carries the football, he's still a little nicked up with that ankle. They're going to throw it out to the outside, got one-on-one, breaking the tackle, 2 tackles, diving forward is number 8. That's Latrell Stevens-Jones. And Chuck, I tell you what, I saw him on the sidelines earlier tonight, and that is a good-sized young man.
Making a great play there, and hey, Charles Mondi, don't go to sleep on this guy as a thrower, right? And what a gritty guy. We talked about him tearing his knee up last year in this Boerne game. He hasn't missed a beat all year. Came in, got himself healthy, got himself right, and he's been here all year long for these Wagner Ball Club.
It's first and goal inside the red zone, right up the middle. Touchdown, T-Birds.
With authority.
It's William Reynolds again, his second of the night.
We've had so many injuries to their backfield crew. William Reynolds battling through injury, just like their star wide receiver. These guys really putting on a show tonight and overcoming major adversity in order to do so.
Kick is up and good, and they now lead by 3 in this back and forth football game. Wagner ahead of the Champion Chargers as you get another look at Reynolds' second touchdown. Hey, TNL highlights teams that are making a difference in our communities with the Beyond the Game program. Let's hear more about it from San Antonio Sports' Jenny Carnes and Valero.
Every day, our high school and middle school coaches work hard to help athletes reach their maximum potential while also teaching life lessons through sports. Beyond the Game provides a platform to support our coaches as they develop athletes beyond the basic X's and O's.
Valero's commitment to integrity, respect, teamwork, excellence, and community service is reflected in every aspect of our work and community involvement. We're proud to partner with San Antonio Sports to acknowledge the next generation of leaders who embrace these values.
We are thrilled to have Valero on our team. They are a company that lives their values and makes San Antonio a better place for all of us. Having Valero as a teammate for Beyond the Game will help this program continue to positively impact more teams, coaches, and families. 4 teams will be recognized in the San Antonio High School All-Star Football Game in the Alamo Dome. If you want to nominate, you can visit sanantoniosports.org and learn more about the program and nominate a team or individual today.
And we are back with the Wagner Thunderbirds moving back in front. (17-14), 7:39 to play. And I'm sure here on Halloween we're going to have a lot of fun on our halftime show.
Yeah, more treats than tricks. Man, I'll tell you what, talking about treats, this has been some ball game so far.
Yeah, love it. Back and forth we go. It'll be Champion's turn with that high-powered passing game. Little pooch kick called, fair catch called for at the 30. Let's go down to Matt Burgundy.
Boy, guys, that really escalated quickly. It got out of hand fast. My father, Ron, he calls his biceps Jack Johnson and Tom O'Leary. But this, Mr. Reynolds and Mr. Navarrete doing battle today. I'm going to talk to Mr. Starrin coming up at halftime. It's just a wonderful, wonderful showcase here of talent, gentlemen.
That I want to see. I want to see Matt Burgundy go up to the most serious coach in town.
Oh, I'm going to get a laugh, that's for sure. He and I, we're going to have a serious chit-chat, a chin waggle.
Okay, let's see it. A reverse action to the speedster. He's got it. He's got a lot near midfield. And another big play for Brogan Dempsey.
Yeah, we're finding out pretty quickly that you can't have too many opportunities to get this young man the football, whether he's receiving it or taking it on an end around.
They're going to him. Oh, wide open down the seam. Oh, that would have been 6. Navarrete just put a little bit too much juice on it. Had he just laid that ball out there, that would have been touchdown, but he zipped it in there. It was a little bit behind the intended receiver, Zachary Lopez, also a sophomore.
Got to catch that ball, Don. I mean, that's a huge play on the other end. All the attention going to 4, and boy, Boerne Champion missed an opportunity right there. Boy, when these guys grow up and start learning to play together full time, this is going to be one heck of an explosive offense with the speed that they've got on the field.
No question about that. They hand off inside. Another big gasher across the 40, hurtling over the 35 and down to the 30-yard line. Brady Smith, he's a senior, but what an athletic play here.
Whoop. And then busted from behind, too, made for some more action there on the back end.
Kevon Carter, not a guy that you want to give an open shot to.
Mercy, no.
That ball's handed right up the middle for a gain of about 4. Clock continues to run. Second down, and we'll call it 7.
I really thought we were going to have some ball control tonight. Long, winding drives. So far, it's just been big play after big play in this game.
Navarrete in the shotgun. Little fake on the play action, rolling out, going back to the other side, and dropped. Brady Smith had himself a touchdown. And Navarrete would have a couple of more very impressive stats had he just not have a couple of drops. That's right in the breadbasket.
Yeah, the wheel route working to perfection. Everybody forgot about 20 after they faked the handoff to him, and 2 missed opportunities. So far, it has not hurt these Champion Chargers, although they're looking at 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 here inside the 30, called to 26. Trips to the left for Navarrete. Runs that way, keeps himself, and he's going nowhere. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down, and I'm not sure what kind of leg Nathan Bell has, although we did see on the extra point, he's had a long of 51, so he's got plenty of leg. They'll spot this at the 35, 34. It'll be a 44-yarder officially.
A little surprised, right? I figure with as much firepower as they've got on the offensive end, if they're going to run the play on 3rd and 7, let's see if they indeed are going to kick this or they're going to do something crazy here and trick us all on Halloween.
Pretty impressive for a high school kicker to have a 51-yarder.
Yeah, this guy's got the foot.
Plenty of confidence in it. Does the smart thing by getting it away. Timeout was called beforehand, or rather, yeah, it was a timeout.
Yep.
Hey, let's flash back to last year. Kick is up, and it's good. And the Chargers walk it off.
What a comeback.
Same kid, Nathan Bell, all district from a year ago.
Hadn't missed a PAT, are you kidding me?
46 of 46, 7 of 8. You'd think that he might be playing somewhere after this year.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job, obviously, but man, this has been a really fine football game to this point, and Boerne Champion trying to knock it through the uprights, score this game at 17.
So again, 44 here for the all-district kicker and soccer letterman. High snap, good hold, low kick, but it's going to get there, and it is right down Main Street. We're all tied up after a 44-yard field goal by Nathan Bell. That's why you kick it. You got that kind of confidence in your kicker.
Yeah, great job by Boerne Champion answering and at least coming away with 3 points there, but and you can't say enough about how good Navarrete looks. Just a sophomore quarterback, but already has some offers, including UTSA and UIW. I mean, this is a fun offense to watch, the way they spread you and dead you. It's speed all over the place, and they talked about wanting to be able to run the football tonight, obviously to set up the pass. But speed everywhere, and doesn't hurt when you got Greg the leg back there booming them field goals.
Julian Navarrete can really sling it, just 5'11", 165. But I tell you what, if you're a sophomore and you have Division I offers already, it means he's going to these camps and showing off that velocity, because that's what really pops, is he can spin it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's got 23 touchdowns, Don, and only 1 interception on the year. I mean, that's one heck of a ratio. As a sophomore?
Yeah, high short kick going to go out of bounds. If he was aiming for the kicking net, it was good. But Wagner will have it at their own 30 with 5 minutes to go, as we're all tied up. A few lead changes, and now it's the Chargers with the score to tie it back up. Fun.
Yeah, now the goal's got to be twofold, right? Obviously, if you're Wagner, you definitely want to go down and try to score some points. That's goal number 1. But number 2, while you're doing it, see if you can chip away and really shorten up the rest of this first half and not give Boerne Champion any opportunity to get their hands on the football again. We've seen how explosive they can be on offense, so kind of have to manage the game right here on both ends of the football.
In that flex bone, it's a countywide service company first down. Coming right. Got a blocker. And a nice gain there on first down for Tardy. Got to tip your cap to Tardy, who's battling that ankle. And he just keeps coming back in the football game every time. Gingerly stepping out of bounds there, but he's limping a little bit. I think he's playing in some pain, but playing well.
Yeah, and he's not the only one, obviously, but reason why this guy's a team captain, too, showing you what he's made of. A lot of grit.
Second and short. I thought they handed it up the middle. You get faked out by that thing, but guess who did not get faked out? Boerne Champion. Alexander Sansone right there. Huge loss on the play. It was 2nd and 3, and now it's back to 2nd and 10.
Alexander the Great. Watch him just shuck the block. Hello. Wow, what a football play. Got the inside leverage, and, oh, man, did he finish that one off.
Interesting turn of events with the field position here with the clock. 3rd down and long, 4:22 to go. They'll hit the counter back to this side, but Champion doing a good job running it down as a team, including the linebacking core there, 42 in on the tackle. That's Roman Flugans again.
Yeah, doing a really good job in the box, right? Serber, Thrush, and Hollingsworth on that defensive line. And the linebackers chipping in too, going sideline to sideline, and wow, quickly getting off the field is the Boerne Champion defense, and now with a chance to maybe take the lead before the end of the first half.
Yeah, huge play on that 2nd down loss. That'll force the punt from Facundo. Fair catch called for and made by the star of this first half, Brogan Dempsey. So the Chargers will have it with 3:29 here to go in the half. This game all tied up, a back and forth affair. And next week, Chuck, we're headed to Comalander Stadium for the final TNL game of the year. The Clark Cougars taking on Johnson.
Johnson not missing a beat this year, right? Same old, and the Cougs with a chance too. Gonna have to win some ball games here late, but should be a fun one next week as we wrap up another season of TNL. Can you believe?
Boy, it flew by, didn't it?
Yeah.
Countywide Service Company first down. For Julian Navarrete, the sophomore. Zachary Garcia behind him here. He keeps play action, wants to throw, but pressured too much and dropped. Big fella, 94, getting in there for the Wagner Thunderbirds. That's Keith Collins, the junior.
Yes, it is Keith Collins. Look at big fella go and then let him eat.
Moves pretty well for a kid that size.
Indeed. Austin Navarro running up there to help out as well, but nice play.
2nd and 17 now. Playing behind the sticks, and they'll wait for the play call. Inside handoff, good for about 3. And it'll set up 3rd down and long as we take a look at one of our IBEW local 60-player profiles. That's Taylor Castillo, the senior offensive lineman, 2-year letterman there on the Leadership Council, and taking a very nice photo as well.
Indeed. He and Palomo really providing a lot of leadership on that offensive line. Again, this is a very, very young Boerne Champion football team.
All right, they've got Dempsey soloed up. Bottom of your screen, 1-on-1. And Navarrete will roll, now fire. That's caught, and it's well short of the first down. And now it's Champion's turn to punt away. And we'll see Wagner getting the football. Both defenses stepping up big, making plays behind the line of scrimmage that has allowed their defense to get off the field.
Yeah, really good job by Wagner blanketing 4 and then forcing Champion to throw underneath and get off the field. Man, 2 big defensive stops now here to end this first half.
Carter Thompson to punt it away. High kick, but it's really short. And it bounces right at the 40, and it's down right at the 39-yard line. So really good field position here only a 24-yard kick. And Moonlight Ballroom Smile Cam was over at Champion this morning for the pep rally. Good crowd on hand. They're fired up for today's game. Moonlight Ballroom, your #1 place for quinceañeras and birthdays and all kinds of parties. Beautiful campus there, by the way. Out of Boerne Champion. 1:50 to go. Countywide Service Company first down. This running offense has 3 timeouts if they can get something going. And they do. Right up the middle, still running. Reynolds to the 30. Won't be brought down until he gets all the way down to the 25.
I'll tell you what, man, he just goes right between the tackles, and you're thinking there's no way he's going to get out of this. And yet, there he does. Look at the high knees, and then, man, I cannot believe he was able to make about another 15 yards after the Boerne defender tried to take him down. What a run.
Yeah, he took the first contact on the hip, and then that left stiff arm just really kept that run alive. So the Thunderbirds threatening. Countywide Service Company first down. 1 minute to go in the half. We'll go back to him, and this time it's read well. He's dropped for a loss by Joshua Sherber, the senior. Clock runs, and now Wagner's going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts.
You can tell Serber really explosive off the ball. It's never fails, right? You just have a long run. You get maybe the worst of it after you're being tackled, and they come right back to you, right? It's nothing easy about playing high school football in the state of Texas when you're a dude.
And we've got some all-stars playing in this one. As you're taking a look at Wingman, their mascot, both coaching staffs, talking about situational football here with 53 seconds to go. Kevon Carter, Azario Brooks, we've called them a lot, along with William Reynolds. There's no secret why those 3 are in the all-star game. Showing out here tonight, all 3 of them. Carter's got the block punt. Azario Brooks has the recovery, a couple of tackles for loss, and Reynolds has 2 scores and a couple of long runs.
Well, for the most part, Don, I mean, like those are your 3 best guys, right, on the field. And luckily for them, even in the midst of all these injuries, those guys have been managed pretty well to at least play hurt or be, you know, not banged up enough to where they couldn't play.
They'll throw it on 2nd and 13. They swing it out there and pick up about 4 as Stevens Jones picks up 3. It'll be 3rd and 11. Interesting to see what they do here. As it continues to click. We've got 2 timeouts to go. 16 seconds. Gonna throw it. And it's incomplete. It'll be 4th down with 11 seconds, and maybe they kick it. We'll see Damian Facundo. This is going to be about a 41-yarder. We've got a 44-yarder by the Boerne kicker, or the champion kicker that is, Nathan Bell. This is going to be 42 for Facundo.
All of a sudden, these defenses have come to play, huh? Both teams doing it a little differently on offenses, but the defenses have adjusted nicely here as we wind down the rest of the half.
They haven't attempted many field goals. High snap. Hold was good, but that's a low kick, and it's not going to get there. 7 seconds to go. Champion will have it, and they'll likely take a knee or maybe take a shot. Who knows? That Brogan Dempsey can run past everybody. So why not take a shot?
See if they come up with a little trick here on this final play. I say why not, right?
They've had 2 huge completions down the sidelines, but they've also missed on a couple of seam routes right down the middle of the field. I might go back to that. Typically, though, coaches play this safe.
That's what they look like they're doing, at least out of this formation.
Yeah, and they will. And that's halftime. A tied game. What a great first half of football here at Rutledge Stadium in Converse, Texas. A legendary sight and a great football game for you tonight on Halloween. Matt Burgundy is waiting for Jason Starren, who did not convert on his last series as an offensive coordinator. His field goal kicker just missed a field goal. He can't be in a great mood, and Matt's going to try to make him smile. This should be fun.
Jason's got a little chance here to blow off some steam right here in front of his ball club as he wants to see him play a little bit sharper in the second half, but all in all, both teams putting out solid efforts here in the first half.
This is not going to go over well. Let's go down to Matt Burgundy.
Before time.
On obviously let up some big set in the second half.
We got good defensive coaches. We got good players. It's all good.
All right, Coach. Good in the second half.
Thank you.
Didn't quite sell it like I thought he would, right? Great job, man. We're all tied up. When we come back, it's our Centromed halftime show. These great bands. Late in the season, they've got their full contest performances ready to go. Don't miss it. We're coming back with the Centromed halftime show right after this.
Tonight's broadcast of Thursday Night Lights is sponsored by Taco Cabana, The Gomez Law Firm, Beluga Air, Centro Med, Enroll SA, San Antonio Sports, Valero, San Antonio Zoo, County-Wide Service Company, Christus Children's, ACNowSA.com, Rhino Roofers, San Antonio Ready to Work, Moonlight Ballroom, Air and Plumbing Today, Living Way Church, San Antonio Metropolitan Health District, Premier Pros, IBEW, Vietnam Army Grunt Museum, and Monarch Trophy Studio.
The champion runs under the direction of this
Two, 3, 4, 5, channel 2, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, mic check.
Welcome to the Centro Med Halftime Report.
Welcome back to DW Rutledge Stadium here in Converse, where the Boerne Champion Chargers and the Wagner Thunderbirds tied up at halftime. We're having a great time here at DW Rutledge Stadium. Right now, the Boerne Champion Band is on the field. We spoke to their band director a little bit earlier this week. Take a listen.
My name's Jason Yance. I'm the head band director here at Boerne Champion High School, and this is my 5th year leading the program. This year's show is entitled That's a Stretch, and so we really lean into that visually. And I think the most noticeable thing people would see with our show is a very large 12-foot diameter rubber band ball. So I think that's a very bright, engaging prop that people will be able to follow through the show. And then, of course, our students are performing some different throughout to convey that concept. This has been a very successful year for us competitively, placing top 3 at a sort of pre-oil competition. This last Saturday, we competed in our area competition, and we do participate in one of, I think, in my opinion, the more challenging 5A UIL areas in the state. And so we were area finalists this year, which is a very tall order, I think, and the only group from our region that made the area finals. So very proud of our students towards that, and all the work that they put in over the course of the season since July to make that opportunity happen for them. So it's been very successful. I'm fortunate to work with some pretty incredible colleagues. And so our assistant director here at Champion High School, Matt Pale, is a huge part of our student success, and certainly the program would be very different without his contributions. But we also have some contributions from Thibaut Tristan and Chelsea Martinez, Daniel DeSalles, Madeline Pappas directs our color guard, and they all have some different roles and capacities in terms of time that they spend with us, but they all contributed at a very high level. And then, of course, our administration here at Champion is outstanding. Our current principal, Natalie Binky, is a huge supporter of our students and our program, as well as the rest of our campus administration. And then, our school district is hugely supportive of fine arts. Fine arts coordinator Ken Peach and Assistant Superintendent John O'Hare, as well as our Superintendent Dr. Emerson Kraft, are big supporters of not just our band program, but fine arts overall in our district and on our campus. But no successful high school band program can be successful in the state of Texas without incredible parent support, and we certainly have that. Our booster program is the best of anywhere I've been in my career, and the amount of time that our boosters spend, the funds that they raise for above and beyond experiences for their students is really exceptional and very appreciated.
Well, now it's time to vote for the Christian Children's $5,000 band grant. To vote for the Boerne Champion High School Marching Band, scan the QR code on your screen or visit cw35.com/station/contest. You must be 18 years old and live in our viewing area.
San Antonio middle and high school athletes are doing great things for our community. San Antonio Sports and Valero are shining a light on teams and individuals who model key values through their actions. This week, we salute 2 schools whose community projects demonstrate beyond the game values. The Alamo Heights soccer team spent a day volunteering with Snack Pack for Kids San Antonio. They organized food donations and sorted hundreds of snack packs so that weekends are hunger-free for students in need. Members of the Clark girls basketball team volunteered as court demonstrators for the Texas High School Coaching School and Convention. The Lady Cougars demonstrated skill-based drills, offensive sets, and inbounds plays at multiple sessions. These athletes demonstrated the beyond-the-game values of integrity, respect, teamwork, excellence, and community service. San Antonio Sports and Valero salute high school and middle school coaches who inspire their athletes to serve others. Parents, teachers, and coaches can nominate teams and individuals that go beyond the game.
You're watching the Central Med Halftime Report.
Welcome back to DW Rutledge Stadium, which I'm pretty sure stands for Definitely Wonderful Rutledge Stadium. Beautiful night here at the Judson High School Stadium, so it's absolutely wonderful. We're going to introduce our scholar athlete now. Every week on TNL, we showcase amazing student athletes. I know, it's very awesome. And at the end of the year, our sponsor, Beluga Air, will present one of the athletes picked this year on TNL a $10,000 scholarship to one of them. Our David Chancellor introduces us to this week's scholar athletes from Wagner and Boerne Champion.
I'm looking at your resume here, and it's just filled with all these amazing things. And I'm thinking,
lost my place.
You do all of this on one kidney, is that right?
Yes, he did. Wagner senior Ryan Self had a kidney removed as a child, and that comes with a lifetime of reminders.
For limitations, I have to go see my nephrologist every couple years, and I'm not able to play football, which I played in middle school, but they won't let me play in high school due to the risk of injury.
No problem. Ryan dominates in baseball instead. Get this, he was the district pitcher of the year last year and holds the school record for lowest ERA ever. And he's headed to UTSA on a baseball scholarship.
Is that a UTSA shirt you have on there?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. It is.
I'm just curious.
Mom got it for me.
I mean, I'm curious how, you kind of walk around school with pride saying, hey, college athlete, D1 college athlete right here.
Not all the time, but today was just one of those days I felt like doing that.
Well, there you go.
He's got a 103 GPA, number 15 in his class, and he plans to major in biology. He's grateful he's going to UTSA. I think they're lucky to get him.
I was constantly stressing about it, and I didn't know what I wanted to do or where I would go or anything like that. But then the UTSA coaches, they saw me, they gave me a chance, and it's made things a lot easier for me.
Boerne Champion's Caroline Sedlak is a leader in every club, every organization, in every part of her life.
Leadership to me is more than a title, it's a lifestyle. It's about being so passionate about what you do that you want to support your team and push them to reach your goals, as well as pushing yourself to reach your full potential and all your goals as well. And it's about caring about what you do, not just because you want the title, but because you really care about your team and want them and yourself to reach the full potential that you can.
She's the head cheerleader at Champion. She's a 3-time All-American, and she hopes to cheer at UT next year.
People a lot of times just look at us and see pom-poms, smiles, waves, but they don't understand that we're athletes as well. We're spirit leaders, ambassadors, and athletes all at the same time. So while there's, yes, the smiles and the waves and the shakes of the palms, there's also the tumbling and the flipping and the stunting, and that's all very athletically demanding. So I think that part definitely deserves some more credit in the cheer world.
She is vice president of the Honor Society, president of the Science Honor Society, and her 107 GPA puts her in the top 1% of her graduating class.
It makes me happy. I mean, it fuels my fire. Like, I do what I'm passionate about, and it gets me excited to wake up every day, reach your goals, stay involved in your community, make a difference.
She's been the big fish in the Boerne pond for 4 years. You can bet that won't change in college, even among 50,000 other students at UT.
I think just kindness is one way, like brighten people's days a little bit. That's the way you can stand out and make a difference, and just not being afraid to just be myself.
Watching the Centro Med Halftime Report.
Oh, this is my song. It makes me want to dance, too. This is senior night here for the Thunderbirds, the Wagner High School Marching Band, also on the field right now, playing their trombones and whatnot. We talked with band director about this year's band. Take a listen to him.
My name is Jose Raul Perez, and I'm the director of band at Wagner High School, and this is my 5th year here at Wagner. And we also have Mr. Raul Cisneros, who is our jazz director and percussion director. We also have Mr. Joseph Trevino, who's brand new to Wagner High School. This is his first year here. He's our woodwind director and marching director. We also have Mr. Ruben Alejandre, who is our color guard director. He leads one of the biggest color guard programs here in San Antonio, here at Wagner High School. We also have our techs, Mr. Braylon Blassingame, who's our drumline tech. And we have Mr. John Rodriguez, who's our percussion tech, and Miss Ali Mesa and Alyssa Hostos, who are color guard techs. we're a young band this year. As many programs here in San Antonio, we're still kind of recovering from the COVID years of not being able to recruit and going down to the middle schools and stuff like that. So it is a young band, but this is the biggest band that we've had post-COVID. So we're 204 members strong. So because we had very few games this past season that were home, it's actually going to be our senior game. So we're going to be honoring all of our seniors in dance, choir, and in band at halftime. So we're going to be honoring the seniors and their parents for all of the hard work that they put into our programs. In order to be a senior in our program, that means that you've been in our program for 7 years, because we count from middle school all the way up into high school. So it's a big deal for us, and we're very happy to showcase all of our seniors. This past year, we went to several competitions. Went to Austin, went to here's some local here in San Antonio, and the kids had an amazing performance, an amazing season, and we're very excited for what the future holds for our program. Special shout out to our boosters for all of the help that they do across the season. Setting up, tearing down, making sure that our kids are well taken care of and hydrated, always providing snacks for our kids, and just anything. We really, truly appreciate all of the boosters, as well as our administration here at Wagner High School and Judson Fine Arts for all of their support throughout our marching season and our concert season.
To vote for the Wagner High School Marching Band, scan the QR code on your screen or visit cw35.com/station/contests. You must be 18 years old and live in our viewing area. Thanks again to Christus Children's for sponsoring this year's $5,000 band grant.
You're watching the Central Med Halftime Report.
Welcome back. We are all tied up as we get ready for third quarter action on Taco Cabana Thursday Night Lights. It's our Central Med TNL halftime show, and I hope you've enjoyed the bands, the Scholar Athletes, and Matt Burgundy. Time for our San Antonio Ready to Work first half highlights, and this has been fun. A back and forth affair. William Reynolds going in from 16 yards out gave the Thunderbirds a 7-0 lead, but Champion would answer. Brogan Dempsey's had a big game. This one going 68 yards for the touchdown. That tied things
at 7 apiece. We went to the second quarter, and they go back to that man right there, number 4, Brogan Dempsey. What a catch, Chuck.
Indeed, what a throw. On the run, and a dime. And Don, you know, we talked about this guy and what kind of a football player he is. We also talked about what kind of a soccer player he is, too. So I wonder which one he's best at. But tell you what, they've got some weapons on this Wagner team, too, don't they?
Reynolds tied it up there. They kicked a couple of field goals at 17 all. And we're coming back with more third quarter action from Rutledge Stadium.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Isaiah Hopewell to do the kick, but they fake it. They're going to have something good happen here. They throw it and complete it. Down the sideline. No flags. Touchdown, Judson Rockets.
Holy cow, look at the Judson sideline. They are going nuts. Don, I'm watching this play going. I'm going, come on, H.
He's stricken down in the first one. Now the second one.
Onside kick. And it goes right to Riverside. Harry Armstrong throwing out all the stops.
The pass rush has generally been 3. Deep ball looking for Stewart, and Stewart brings it home inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 40.
Stewart, he'll be a star at the college level and beyond.
Shoulder, Kostoff, 230 pounds. Watch this right in here. Boom.
Going for 2. 2 unbeaten records on the line. Throws left side. It's caught. It's caught, and Ravenwood wins. And Ravenwood is 9-0.
All right, Chuck, it's the spooky halftime stats. And it's spooky for Boerne Champion on the run game, but It's just exact opposite. The passing attack versus the rushing attack, and total yards similar. And Champion hadn't had as many first downs, but they've had the big plays, and that's why we're all tied up.
You're exactly right. I mean, it's strange, right? How many big plays we've had. I mean, you'd expect it from a passing team, right? To have some explosives. But Wagner's had some huge runs in this game, and add it all up, stats look pretty equal in this football game, and certainly equal on the scoreboard as we are all knotted here at 17 at the break.
Both teams about to come back onto the playing field. That's a pretty impressive piece of equipment that the Chargers run through. Holy cow. Those things have gotten a lot more elaborate. I got a smoke machine guy. I remember when we were in high school, we worked all week on that paper, taping to paint something on a breakthrough on a paper with 2 wooden sticks.
Yeah, times have changed, right? Everything's bigger, and even like when you watch the cut-ups from across the country for TNL, right? It looks different here, right? Everything's bigger and better in Texas, in my humble opinion.
That's true. The stadiums are nicer. If only they could do something about the broadcasters.
Right.
Time for our Rhino Roofers second half kickoff. As we get closer here in a football game. We've had a really fantastic season at TNL. I know we got tonight and next week left, but we've had a minimum amount of blowouts this year. A lot of competitive games, a couple games going right down to the wire. I think we had back-to-back games that went down to the last play.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with your assessment there. It just seems like week in and week out, these are the kind of contests that we've had.
Yeah, it's been fun. Wagner won the toss, elected to defer, so they'll receive it here in the second half as we start all knotted up at 17. Impressive kickers here tonight. 44-yarder from Nathan Bell. 42-yarder from Damian Facundo was no good, but he's also added a field goal. And here we go at 17 apiece. Darion Monday and Jaden Tardy back. And kick it high and short. And that one's muffed, but getting back onto it right at the 21-yard line is number 21, Darion Monday. So they'll have it at the 21, will the T-Birds. And here we go with Charles Mondi and company. William Reynolds, a huge first half. Two touchdowns. Got 115 yards on 9 carries.
That's a pretty impressive run per average.
They'll hand it to him on first down, going nowhere as that Champion defensive front bows up. I'll tell you what, Joshua Sherber having a really good game here tonight.
Yeah, Hudson Thrash too, right there in the middle, Don. I mean, these last 3 possessions for Wagner, I mean, those 3 dudes up front for Boerne Champion are really bowing up right now.
Second down and 9. And here's Mondi. Pitch it this time to the outside. That's got the seam, does the option there. And let's go down to Matt Burgundy. Or is it? Oh, it's not. It's Ricky Bobby Matt. But
it's Matty Bobby, sir.
It's what?
It's Matty Bobby.
Matty Bobby.
Matty Bobby, if you haven't heard of me. I don't know how you haven't. If you ain't first, you're last. Because I wake up in the morning and I pee excellence, as everyone would know. I spoke to Coach Ellis from the Boerne Champion sideline, and he said he's got to have a little bit of shake and a little bit of bake on the second half. He has to stop plays like that one so they can get into the winner's circle and be first, not last, guys.
All right, thanks, Matty Bobby.
I think he was paraphrasing, right?
Excellence.
Matt?
Yeah, I still think that's a little bit, more than we need to know. But it's good enough this play anyway for a San Antonio Zoo first down for William Reynolds.
Yeah, 2 really good plays in a row after we were just lauding the Boerne Champion front. Back to back, nice explosive plays there for these Wagner T-Birds.
The San Antonio Zoo first down. They hand off inside to Reynolds there. He picks up about 3. Matt Roy must be a real big Will Ferrell fan.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Any Will Ferrell themed Halloween apparel?
Yeah, some impressive costumes. Matt going all out tonight here on Halloween.
Do they still make Wonder Bread, by the way?
I think so. I think so. Maybe not in this market. Maybe not. Second down 7. Wagner moving it here early in the third. Quarterback keep from Mondi. He's going to be short of the line to gain. It's going to be third down and 2.5 or 3. And man, the uniforms are going to have a blast in the fourth quarter, by the way.
Absolutely. I look forward to that. Rough and tumbling here tonight. Lots of gritty, dirty yards in this ball game, especially coming from Wagner. That's what they're all about.
And they may be right here in that two down zone here. If you don't get it here on third, it's a good spot to maybe go for it. So they may be considering that as they call this play. And it's a keep. And they don't have to worry about it because Monde will move the sticks. He's got another San Antonio Zoo first down. And, Chuck, if you are one of those big guys that's committing to stop number 5 right there, you can see the linebackers crash, and that's why that other 2 options, whether you keep it or pitch it, is so hard to defend.
Shout out to Charles Mondi having himself a nice ball game here, Don. Elite student, and did you know he's a drummer on top of it?
I did not. There's a bust there. Reynolds trying to make something out of nothing, and he can't because that was going backwards from the get-go. They ran into each other, little busted play call, and then doing the rest was Ethan Jensen of the Chargers, the junior outside linebacker with good pursuit here, not letting Reynolds get to the edge.
Yeah. Avoiding the stiff arm, too. That's a heck of a football play right there on the outside.
So that'll move the T-Birds back behind the sticks. It'll be second down and 16 now. Puts that running offense in a precarious spot. They'll pitch it to the outside. Good pursuit there. Tardy's going to turn it back. Nowhere to go. The champion Chargers staying home. Good pursuit. It'll be third down and about 15.
Owen Thornton does the best job right here of busting this up right there. Read it all the way, but your guy Ethan Jensen there to clean things up on the back end. Very good job that time, not letting Wagner get the ball outside.
So we'll see if this run-heavy flexbone offense goes to the air here on 3rd and 17. They may have 2 plays as well here, or they may decide to play field position and punt it away if they can't convert. Straight drop for Monde. Going to throw it to the outside. Had a man out there, just missed him. It was intended for Tardy. They missed him, so they will run out the punt team. And they'll try to flip the field here and back champion up deep in their own territory.
Yeah, Latrell Stevens-Jones, Don, was also running a fly. I mean, they had multiple options on that particular pass play. Just missed an opportunity there to extend this drive, or even better, maybe score some points.
Facundo will punt it away. A very dangerous Brogan Dempsey back to receive it. Nice high kick, angling right there, fair caught at the 13, and the Chargers will have it. We're all tied up. Early third on TNL.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is sponsored by Premier Pros.
And we're back here. Champion Charger football, first down. A San Antonio Zoo first down. They hand off inside for a gain maybe of about a yard. San Antonio All-Star Azario Brooks there making the play. Second down and 9. Navarrete going to throw it. He's being chased. Gets rid of it as he was running for his life because Azario Brooks was breathing down the back of his neck.
Yeah, kind of fun to watch Azario Brooks in a ball game start to finish, Don. You've already talked about some of his accolades, and they are many. But watching this guy play every snap, I mean, he is a relentless bulldog out there. What a ball player.
Throw the little screen. That's not going anywhere. Reading it and making the play is Kevion Carter, the young man who's going to play at the next level at Texas State. Kevon Carter, excuse me.
They could have used him the other night, right? What a ball game that was between Texas State and Louisiana as they were duking it out in the Sun Belt for Sun Belt supremacy.
And he looks the part, man. He passes the eye test in pregame. Also, as you said, a track star, so he can run. He's only going to get bigger. End over end kick. And they're just going to let it roll dead right at up the 49-yard line. We're all knotted up here mid-third quarter from Rutledge Stadium. It'll be Wagner football when we come back. We are back with our Moonlight Ballroom Smile Cam. The Wagner student section. Band lots to smile about. The handoff inside. Big run. Reynolds to the 25 of Champion. Boy, that offense just lulls you to sleep with all their different looks. It's one formation, but they can do so many things off of it. And you got a guy that's as dynamic as William Reynolds. You're going to pop those, and he has a few times tonight.
Yeah, and Mundy, the quarterback on the back end too, Don, really selling it. It's like after the ball's handed off, I mean, he's still acting like he's got the ball and running with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It takes me a few ticks to figure out exactly who's got it up here in the press box. Again, calling the number of Josh Serber, big number 99, who's had himself a whale of a game. Tough young man, athletic.
Yep, team captain for a reason, right? Playing like a lot of other 99s that are in the league.
Counter back this way to Reynolds. Breaks a tackle to the 20. Inside that Central Med red zone, down to about the 13-yard line. And boy, I like everything about him. He's tough, he's physical, he's fast. He's, very cunning. as far as knowing when the contact comes and using that stiff arm.
Yeah, Sansone doing a good job, 27, and getting off his block, but man, he's just a hard guy to bring down.
San Antonio Zoo first down, and this time the quarterback keeps on the option pitch. And another gain for Charles Mondi. Barry Switzer would be proud of this triple option.
He would be, and probably proud of the way that William Tolar finishes tackles, man. He brings you down. You're going to feel it at the other end. And Mondi pops right back up, looking for some more. This has been one heck of a nice tussle here tonight at Rutledge.
2nd down and 4. Get a first down at about the 4. And Serber says, no, sir. Another tackle by the big defensive end from Champion. And if he's got a recruiting tape, he's going to want to put this game on it because he has been everywhere for the Chargers tonight.
Yeah, super explosive off the ball. Gets great reads, sees the field. Gotta like the measurables, too.
There's a loss of 1. It's 3rd down and 5. And they can get a first down at the 4-yard line. This time they go left. And it doesn't fool anybody other than me as they go to Reynolds for 1. It'll be 4th down. They'll run out the kicking team and try to take a 3-point lead here with Damian Facundo.
And Hudson Thrash is having himself a ball game right there. Their nose tackle. The junior with 3 quarterback hurries to his credit has been an absolute beast here, especially from the, I don't say, first quarter, late first quarter on. Been amazing.
Straight away, 25-yarder for Facundo. It's up, it's angling left, but I think it snuck through, and it did. It's good. And Wagner leads 20-17. 3:22 to go. It's the bottom of the Chargers inning when we come back. It's a Halloween dance party going on the sidelines. I'd like to see Ricky Bobby get in on that.
I think he'd be pretty good at that. Let's put it to the test.
Come on, Matt.
It's the season of the witch, y'all.
It's spooky.
Come on, Mike. There's a lot of things that Ricky Bobby does. Dancing, not one of them. I've caught myself on fire, stabbed myself in the leg, but dancing, not up to me.
What were the name of your children again?
Walker and Texas Ranger. They scissor kicked my father in the head. He's not with us anymore. He's gone. But they did a great job. I taught them to be winners.
Is it me or did Matty Bobby just have an Irish accent there for a second?
He's kind of taking the character and making it his own.
Yeah, I still hear a lot of Ron Burgundy, too.
It's okay. You know, there's 1,000 ways to do Shakespeare, bro.
Took a rendezvous in Ireland. I speak a lot of Gaelic now.
Oh.
Meanwhile, we got us a football game.
Yes, we do. $3:19 to go here, third quarter action. San Antonio Zoo first down for the Chargers. They fire that seam route over the middle, complete it this time. That's the first time, I believe, the first catch of the night for Zachary Lopez. They've targeted him a couple of times tonight. That's been there, and they convert it this time for another San Antonio Zoo first down. Nice throw, nice catch, nice gain.
You got to remember, too, this Wagner defensive secondary is very young. You're going to get a free play out of this?
Ooh, I think he heard a little footsteps there, did Brogan Dempsey. That's a dangerous throw. You can hang your guy out to dry, flag down. It's on the defense.
5-yard penalty, still first down.
It'll be first down and 5.
Yeah, 21 Monday was barreling in, and Jason Starren has marveled at Monday for a lot of reasons. He's a good football player, but he says he's the littlest guy out there, and he's been the one guy that has managed to stay healthy the whole year. He says this guy will cut you down and cut down you like you're a redwood. He plays with that kind of intensity.
Brogan Dempsey on this side. He's over the middle now. Instead, the completion's out to the other side of the field. Smith's got the catch. Another completion for Julian Navarrete, the sophomore quarterback who's been very impressive tonight.
Mixing and matching again to further the point about the secondary of Wagner. Don, they sent 3 of their DBs to college from last year's team, so they have a lot to replace, and so got a lot of guys that are having to grow up in a hurry back there.
It's another San Antonio Zoo first down right at midfield for the Chargers. Trailing now by 3. They run their own little option. Smith's got it to the outside, and Carter runs him down on the far sideline. You can see the speed from Kevon Carter.
Did you see that? I mean, he checked the quarterback and still was able to get to the sideline and make the play. I mean, if he's not there, that thing's going for a lot more than what it ended up being. I mean, this guy's showing you a little bit of everything tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's headed to Texas State, play some Division I football. 2nd and 8. They throw it over the middle, and it was just a little early for the intended receiver. Navarrete had a guy there, but was just a little impatient. It was tipped. Aaron Davis tipped it.
Just not quite on the
Statistician
same
extraordinaire Mark Kusenberger noticing that with his eagle eyes from up here. Sets up 3rd down and 8. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Navarrete looks left, fires, completes it again, and that was in traffic. Again to Zachary Lopez, that's sophomore to sophomore. So you got that to look forward to, Champion Charger fans.
Yeah, what a great look from our crew too, right? I mean, that was threading the needle style. Bang, bang.
Waited for that window to come open and threaded the needle. Did Navarrete. Moves the sticks again. It's another San Antonio Zoo first down. So the Chargers are on the move here at the 30. Navarrete will keep it himself and not go far. Javion Rector coming up to make the tackle.
Yeah, with help from Brady Smith. These guys are really ratcheting it up in terms of the intensity level in this football game. And Wagner's season right there in front of them. They've got to find a way to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense in a very tight ball game here at Rutledge.
We'll call it 2nd and 9. They play action to Smith, complete it to the 20, inside the 20 to the 19. Micah Middleton took a shot. He was a little slow getting up. And boy, did he take a big hit after the catch. You could see the way the officials reacted. will step aside as they tend to Micah. News to report. Micah Middleton just got the wind knocked out of him, so he's laughing about it now as they go back to the air. Caught! Touchdown! Brogan Dempsey again. His third of the night, and the Chargers go back in front.
The only bad thing about that touchdown by Dempsey is it's really going to hurt his yards per catch. He just ran out of real estate. I mean, this guy, we talked about it coming in, 25 yards a catch. He's blown that up tonight. Every time he gets near the football, something good happens, and just like that, Boerne Champion back out in front.
Boy, Navarrete can really sling it, man. You can see why they, despite being so young and only 4-4 this year, have all the reason to be optimistic moving forward. Because that young quarterback can really, really spin it.
Right, so you got a sophomore QB, you got a junior right there receiving that touchdown.
And the 82 is a sophomore. So they've got a good young core. 22, the running back, the backup running back, Zachary Garcia, is coming back. He's just a junior. And you got a couple of juniors up there on the offensive line as well. So young football team and a bright future ahead of them. But meanwhile, the Wagner Thunderbirds are playing for now because they must win this game tonight and next week in order to get that fourth and final playoff spot, have a chance at it anyway.
Yeah, Boerne Champion, you know, they're a little veteran-y up front. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, they got 3 seniors up there, but they do have 2 guys coming back, but you got to really like what they've got at the skill position going forward here. Mercy.
Diary on Monday, and Jalen Tardy back to receive. And it's muffed again. Boy, that's a deja vu all over again on Halloween. That's kind of spooky. We're back in 15 seconds.
Do you know a San Antonio teen in 7th to 12th grade looking for ways to get involved in the community? They can apply to be a Project Worth Teen Ambassador today. For more information, visit our website or call 210-207-8850.
So the Wagner Thunderbirds find themselves down by 4 in this back and forth affair. 24-20 late third quarter. And it looks like we're headed down to the wire again tonight on Thursday Night Lights, which would be about par for the course. We've had some great ones this year on TNL. It's the San Antonio Zoo first down for Mondi and company. Looks like he wanted to pitch it. That's how you play it perfectly from a defensive perspective. 27, staying at home for the champion Chargers. He's had himself a nice game, has Alexander Sansone.
He sure has. Alexander the Great. You talk about reading your keys, breaking down and making a play. It's exactly what he did. They were thinking about going outside. He even got his hands raised up a little bit, mess up the line of sight from the pitch. Seen some really nice individual defensive plays here in this ball game as well.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Our score, the champion Chargers 24, the Wagner Thunderbirds 20. And we're just getting started on Halloween here on Taco Cabana Thursday Night Lights. Welcome back. Time for our San Antonio Ready to Work third quarter highlights. After going to Dempsey time after time, Zachary Lopez made a couple of big catches as the Chargers ran down the field. And then Dempsey capped it off with his third touchdown catch of the football game. 24-20 where we stand right now, with Wagner trying to answer as we start the fourth quarter. They run outside and look out! Down the sideline to the 50 is William Reynolds. I thought he was going to break that.
Yeah,
good hustle to get down there and make the tackle right in midfield by the Chargers.
Is that Maddox Wildly?
He just busted out of there, and then good speed by 45.
Yeah, Tolar having himself a ball game too, making a play right there and saving his squad 6.
Move the chains though, and it's a countywide service company first down for William Reynolds and company. And that option, they pitch it to the outside, and it is read well. And again, it's number 27, Alexander Sansone, moving to the other side. And boy, has he been great at setting the edge against that triple option.
Yeah, just a great job of getting himself into a position to make a play, and he cannot be blocked for whatever reason. And then little tete-a-tete.
Second down and 16, big loss on the play for the T-Birds. Not an offense that throws it much. Play behind the sticks, it makes it difficult to get the first down. Monday runs the option, doesn't get much at all. Maybe 2. Take a look at our Monarch trophies. The Monarch Trophy Company, been with us from the very beginning on TNL, 344-3777. We'll go online to mtsawards.com. We'll give the trophy away to our team and our MVP after the game. I wonder who will present the trophy. If it will be Matt Burgundy, Matty Bobby, or maybe someone else.
Willie Wonderbread.
3rd and 14. The counter to Reynolds. Reynolds has a shot at it, still on his feet, diving forward. First down, William Reynolds. What a play.
Beast mode. This guy's like, get off me. First of all, great job opening a hole at the point of attack, but look at the cutback, and then 2 guys have a crack, but Reynolds putting a wrap on this football game right now.
I get it. 18 for 193. The countywide service company first down. And I think Bondi got stepped on by one of his offensive linemen, and the lineman might be down 2. Easy to sprain an ankle when you step on somebody's foot. That might have been what happened.
Well, the intensity level, Don, I think you can see it, right? You can almost feel it. I mean, both lines are really firing off the ball right now. Game and balance. Guys going backwards.
Tripped
more
up.
ways than one.
So again, on second down, they'll have second and long after a loss on first down. They've been able to overcome that so far tonight, thanks a lot in part to William Reynolds. He moved early that time. Mondi keeps, stumbles forward, and he gets the 35. It'll be 3rd down and long. Call it 8. Now I would think definitely they're in 2-down territory here. Trailing by 4, and right at that point where you wouldn't want to try a 55-yarder. Bumble. Ball's out. Chargers say they have it, but they don't. Falling back on top of it was a very heady William Reynolds.
Now that might be his biggest play of the night, although it's still going to be 4th and really long here, but now just all kinds of confusion after the snap, and the only guy that saw it was Reynolds.
Call me crazy, but I think their best shot here at 4th and 8 is Reynolds again. He's proven he can pick up 10 on his own. Instead, Monty wants to throw. They throw it out in the out to Tardy, and it's incomplete. It's behind him. Champion holds, and the Chargers will get the football back at about their own 35-yard line. Big defensive stand by the Charger defense. We're back in 15 seconds.
Hey San Antonio teens! Are you looking for ways to share your voice, creativity, and ideas on ways to positively impact the community? Become a Project Worth Teen Ambassador. For more information, visit our website or call 210-207-8850.
So, Boerne Champion, 7:18 to play. They have a 4-point lead. Still a lot of football left to be played here from Rutledge Stadium. It's a countywide first down. We're seeing a lot of fight from this Charger team. It's been eliminated from the playoff contention. As Zachary Garcia goes forward. He's just a junior. Wagner needs to win to get in.
We talked about one of the keys to victory for these Boerne guys. Boerne Champion. Got to be able to run the ball and stop the run, and they've done a pretty good job of at least managing what they've been looking at in terms of Wagner's offense and picking up a nice chunk there on first down and maybe some more here on second.
Navarrete tackled near the stick. It looked like he was just short. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Let's go down to the sidelines again, and there's Matty Bobby.
Do you know, I like to go fast, and I believe it was Eleanor Roosevelt who said that life is about speed. Hot, nasty, crazy speed, and that's what we've seen tonight on the field from both Boerne Champion and the Wagner Thunderbirds. This game is going to come down to the wire, and it's going to come down to who's fastest. Also, completely on a separate note, most of the cheerleaders and dancers here have never seen Talladega Nights Ballad of Ricky Bobby or Anchorman, because apparently it's 06 and 04 is when those movies came out. So I successfully feel really, really old tonight.
Yeah, and so they don't think you're funny at all. They just think you're weird.
No, so I've been asked if I am Wonder Bread most of the evening. I mean, I don't know what that I don't know, but that's what I've been asked.
And so when you say, no, I'm Matty Bobby, Ricky Bobby, they go, who?
Yeah, no, they have no idea. Zero clue. I was like, have you ever seen Talladega Nights? They're like, no. They said, when does the movie come out? I said it was 06. They're like, yeah, I was born the year after. It's like, I'm depressed. Okay, cool.
Welcome to our world, Matt. Welcome to
Yeah,
our
no,
world.
I feel like you guys now.
Yeah, I know. Hey, face mask penalty, 15-yarder against Wagner. Will move Champion all the way down to the 40-yard line, 41-yard line of the T-Birds, as they look to try to put this thing away.
Yeah, that's a huge penalty, right? Down 4, and clock is winding here. Got to get a stop, Wagner.
Right up the middle, big run, look out! Zachary Garcia to the house, touchdown Chargers!
Run the ball, stop the run, and wow, what a time to have your best run of the night. Zachary Garcia hitting the hole, and then look at the cut. And it's good if we're playing touch.
The Champion Chargers playing with grit and guts and playing for next year, and they kick it through, and it's 31-20, an 11-point lead with just 5:26 to go here from Rutledge Stadium.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is sponsored by Premier Pro.
It's 31-20. Zachary Garcia with a big-time play to perhaps put this game out of reach for the Wagner Thunderbirds, but we've still got 5:26 to go here. Their third muffed kickoff in a row is recovered by Wagner, I believe.
Still sorting it out.
Brock Pittman finally gets in there. And you know, Chuck, it gives us a moment to talk about how clean this game has been. We haven't seen very many penalties.
Nope, it's been a clean, hard-fought ball game, and nice to see both of these teams just really putting forth a great effort here tonight. A lot on the line for Wagner, and you know, Boerne Champion, man, nothing would make your season right than coming up with a victory on Thursday Night Lights in front of
Please set the
God
game
and
clock to
country.
5:10.
Yeah, Brock Pittman sorting something out here. I don't know. It's just a clock situation. Only 3 penalties all night. 4 penalties all on Wagner. Clean game from Boerne Champion, but clean game pretty much for both teams. It's Countywide Service Company first down. They're going to pitch it and throw it off the option there and almost connected. That's what you got to do when you have a running offense and you're playing from behind. You got to come up with something to throw the football down the field, and that was a nice design play, just overthrown a bit.
Yeah, they've had some opportunities. They just haven't been able to connect. I mean, they've run some really nice plays when they've tried to throw the football, and again, it was kind of like what was happening with Champion early on in this football game. You know, once they got warmed up, man, they really have done a great job of connecting as Boerne Champion throwing the football, but certainly Wagner's had their opportunities in the air. And then they
Up
got
the
this
middle,
guy.
Reynolds brought down from behind, but not before he gets a huge chunk. William Reynolds is a football player, man.
18 yards more on that one particular run.
He thought he had it busted too. You could see the disappointment on his face. He thought he was taking it to the house.
It's just good in small spaces, right? I mean, there's just not a lot of daylight in there, but man, he gets in that hole, and then once he gets to the second and third lines, you better watch it.
21 carries for 228 yards. Quarterback keep on the option that time, picks up about 4. Problem for the T-Birds, they're running out of time. Down inside 4.5 minutes now. They got to go. They've got to score twice. Second and 7. It's Reynolds. He's got 3 more. It'll be third down. Tick-tock as we go inside of 4 minutes. His offense is not built from coming from behind and managing the clock well. You're 30 seconds in between plays here. Third down and 4. 2 plays to convert it. They throw to the outside. They got a man one-on-one, and boy, he fought that ball all the way to the end. I thought he was going to eventually catch it, Latrell Stevens-Jones. But instead, it's incomplete. Clock stops. That's the good news at 3:24. And he kept battling for that thing. Just couldn't hang on. Good pursuit out there by 45 of the Champion Chargers. William Toller, who's been really good on the edge with Facunda. Ball game right here. And it's Reynolds, and he got it and more. Across the 50 down to the 46. William Reynolds, just an absolute bell cow tonight.
Yeah, I dare say this is one of the finest performances we've seen all year, right? I mean, this guy, you can tell he's playing hurt. You got to have it on 4th down. Of course, everybody in the park knows he's getting the ball. This guy is just putting on a show. Really impressive.
Pitch it to the outside, good for about 3, maybe 4. That's Matthew Quimby, the senior. But the clock continues to run as we get near the 2-minute mark.
At some point, you got to throw it right, at least if nothing else, to stop the clock.
They pitch it again. Quimby's got a seam, get out of bounds. Does not, gets inside the 30. Maybe if you're just Coach Starron, you start thinking about burning a timeout here.
Either that or just taking a snap and spiking it.
Well, the clock does stop to move the chain, so it stopped momentarily, but it's running again now as we get near the 2-minute mark. They'll get it to the outside, and out of bounds goes Tardy. That stops the clock. It'll be 2nd down.
Winding the clock.
He got out of bounds, did he not?
I think they said he stopped his forward progress while he was in bounds.
Okay.
So here we go. You got to go.
You got 3 timeouts. You don't want to take them home. Back to pass, going over the middle, incomplete. Mondi had a receiver over the middle, just a little high, a little far. It'll be 3rd and 11.
You see, I mean, everybody goes to sleep on you offensively when you run the ball as much as they do. But again, their passing game and the packages that they have, they look good. They just have not been able to hook it up tonight downfield. Although there's been a lot of opportunities and some availability.
It's 3rd down and 11. Wagner down to their 2 final snaps. If they can't get anything here, guess who? To the 20, to the 15. Breaking a tackle. William Reynolds is going to score. What a performance by William Reynolds. One of the great TNL performances of all time.
100%. I mean, this guy is just one big run play after another. And I mean, just get out of my way. Guys on my own team, guys on the other team, I got business. And it all starts in the end zone. Wow, what an absolute clinic this guy is putting on in terms of effort and showmanship.
If you convert here, a field goal will tie it. And it's off the hands of Tardy. And they'll have to score a touchdown after an onside kick. We'll see him attempt it when we come back. Light Ballroom Smile Cam. All smiles are the Wagner Spirit groups right now because they have closed this to a 31-26 football game with 1:19 to go, but they'll have to convert an onside kick here. Just an amazing performance by William Reynolds. Look at that. 24 carries, 271 yards, just short of the T&L record. Here's the onside kick to the other side, and it's recovered nicely. Good hands right there by the Champion Chargers, number 8. That's Mark Thompson. Now, Wagner does have all 3 timeouts.
That's why they were saving him, right? Or if they'd gotten the ball back. So this thing's not over yet.
Champion has not had the ball much here in the fourth quarter. This will be just their 4th play of the quarter. So very wise use of timeouts by Wagner because they can conceivably get it back without hardly any time going off at all. As you would think that Champion would be playing to run the clock and running the football here, but Navarrete, such a dangerous kid with throwing the football. There's a good chunk there. They'll burn the first one there, so only about 4 seconds comes off. Can you get the stop? We'll take it with them. It's 31-26. Champion trying to hang on when we come back. Welcome back. Here we go, 2nd and 5, 1:14 to play. Wagner needs a stop. They'll hand it to the outside. And a first down for Boerne, and that will likely do it. Champion picks up the first down. Wagner's just got 2 timeouts left. And that's not going to be enough. The Chargers will be able to run out the clock and hang on for a big win. They are on the year 4-4, only 1-4 in District 13 5A play, and they've had really a deceiving schedule. They beat Laredo United South, they beat Medina Valley, they beat Laredo Alexander to start off 3 in a row, 3-0, and then they had Smithson Valley, Seguin, and 3 consecutive losses to those 3: Smithson Valley, Seguin, and New Braunfels. They beat MacArthur and lost last week to Victoria East, but they've been competitive in these football games, and they've been able to score a lot of points. They played a very good New Braunfels team to 49-34. They lost to Seguin 73-66. And then they smacked MacArthur 58-13. So they put up over 50, really, in 3 straight games.
And it's kind of the scenario of what's going on with Wagner, too, Don. I mean, they played Piper tooth and nail. They had the lead on Smithson Valley. I mean, this is a rough and woolly league. And, you know, if you don't have everything go your way every single week or in a matter of weeks, it can go south in a hurry. So, I mean, this team is young, but still dangerous, as they're proving here tonight.
Tip of the cap, too, to Blaine Ellis, because, you know, when you're not playing for a playoff spot and you're just playing out the string, it's hard to motivate kids. You know, they know what the standings are. And, you know, but 6-4 is not a bad year if they can win tonight, win next week. And they came in 4-4. Of course, next week they do play Piper, so that's no easy feat there. But this will give them a lot of momentum going into that Piper game. And again, you want to build momentum. These are sophomores. And what an impressive passing game with Navarrete and his receivers. And they've got a bright future there in Boerne.
And again, what a yearbook timestamp for the season, right? To be able to do this, get a little bit of an upset on Thursday Night Lights. You got this for all time.
All right, it is time for our ACNowSA.com collision of the game. And Sansom's had a huge game, and he says, get sent some of that. Number 27, making the play on the edge. He sealed that edge a large portion of the night. And that is our ACNowSA.com collision of the game. One more snap will do it. And the champion Chargers will be victorious for the 5th time this year. They go above 500. Big key win there for Coach Blaine Ellis in a great football game. In a losing cause, I'm tempted to give our player of the game away to William Reynolds, who was just fantastic tonight. Just fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said. The fact that you knew everybody in the ballpark would be keen on you all night long, and to put that kind of a ball game together regardless. Hats off to William and the rest of his Wagner teammates who really battled hard tonight this evening. And, you know, the obvious disappointment of losing a game to this magnitude, but wasn't for a lack of effort, that's for sure.
It is time to hand out our Living Way Church play of the night. This was the one that put it away. Zachary Garcia.